He said it loud enough for everyone to hear. "Go fix computers where you belong." A few shareholders chuckled, hiding their smirks behind glasses of champagne. My brother leaned back in his chair, completely full of himself, soaking up the power he thought he had. He lived for moments like this, public humiliation wrapped in polite laughter. I didn't say a word. My laptop sat open in front of me, lines of code and data glowing faintly on the screen. I closed it slowly, deliberately, letting the soft click echo across the boardroom. That's when the bank executive walked in. "Good morning. We just need the majority owner to authorize the transfer." The laughter stopped cold. My brother's face tightened. "The what?" The executive turned to me. "Miss Khan, if you just sign here." The air froze. Every pair of eyes turned toward me. My brother blinked, confused, then panicked. I smiled, small, controlled, and lethal. As I signed, I remembered how I got here. When our father passed, he left us the family business, Khan Systems, a tech company he built from the ground up. My brother Armen was the golden child, charming, confident, ruthless. I was the quiet one, buried in code, forgotten in meetings. He made sure everyone saw me that way, the IT girl who didn't understand business. For a while, I believed him. Until I started looking at the numbers he didn't want me to see. Hidden transactions, offshore accounts, shell companies tied to his college friends. Money bleeding out of the company like an open wound. It wasn't just greed, it was betrayal. Of our father's legacy. Of me. I didn't confront him, that's what he expected. Instead I watched, I listened, I learned. He underestimated what silence could do. For months I stayed late after everyone left, building a system within the system, a hidden network that only I could see. Every falsified invoice, every shady transfer, all mirrors gone. Roared, time-stamped, encrypted, and waiting. Meanwhile, Armen kept pushing me further out of meetings, out of decisions. "Stay in your lane," he'd say. "This is finance, not coding." Fine. I stayed in my lane, but while he played CEO, I was quietly rebuilding the entire road. Bit by bit, I began buying back company shares, small ones, through shell accounts, employee trusts, and vendors I controlled. My cybersecurity background gave me the advantage. No one noticed. He thought I was too busy fixing printers. The night before the shareholders' meeting, I slipped into his office. His computer was still unlocked, typical arrogance. His emails confirmed everything. Tomorrow, he planned to announce a merger with Nexus Global, a deal that would make him rich and sink the company. I didn't delete anything, I copied it all. Then I tweaked a few key files, just enough to make his entire presentation fall apart. While he slept in his luxury apartment, smug and sure of himself, I filed the last of my documents. The transfer of my acquired shares into a holding company, mine, the new majority owner. Back to the meeting. Armen's voice cracked. "There must be some mistake. She doesn't have majority control." The executive shook his head. "The documents were verified this morning. Miss Khan holds 51.4% of Khan Systems." A low murmur rippled through the boardroom. Cameras flashed. Armen turned to me, his arrogance slipping into fear, the expression I'd been waiting years to see. "Amira, you can't." I already did. I opened my laptop again. The projector lit up with his merger slides, but they weren't his anymore. Every fake number, every backdoor payment, every offshore account appeared in real time. His name, his signature, his trail of deceit. I watched him break. It was quiet, almost merciful. The same people who'd laughed minutes earlier now avoided my eyes. Some whispered, some recour. Dead. He tried to talk about loyalty, about family, but his words collapsed under the weight of proof. I didn't need to raise my voice. My silence did the job. When the board voted unanimously to remove him as CEO, he stood and walked out without looking at me. As he passed, I said softly, "You told me to stay in my lane, so I built a new one." That night, I sat alone in my father's old office. The city lights shimmered against the glass walls, cold and distant. I thought I'd feel victorious. I didn't. Just calm. Resolved. My father built an empire, my brother tried to steal it, and I, the one everyone ignored, saved it. But this wasn't just about saving a company, it was about reclaiming my name. In the end, revenge didn't come through shouting or fire. It came through silence, through signatures, through precision. When the final papers were signed and his empire collapsed under the weight of his lies, I finally exhaled. Because the sweetest sound in that entire boardroom wasn't applause. It was the quiet realization in my brother's eyes that the girl he mocked for fixing computers had just rewritten his entire world.